What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What's good, people? What's up? It's me, LTeddy27. I'm a teacher and I'm angry, and these are my chronicles. We're back for another review. This is going to be our review for The Come Up, New York, Season 3, Episode something. I think it's episode 5 or 6. Yeah, something like that. Episode 6. So, y'all know it's downhill when I got to take a drink before I say any goddamn thing. Dear God. Oh, dear God. Anyway, we start off with Mitch. Mitch is with his friend, and we got a chance to really see, okay, Mitch is out doing his thing. We saw Mitch in previous episodes going to pick a venue for his album release. We saw Mitch in previous episodes in the studio or in that closet, whatever it was. I don't know, you know. But anyway, but we've seen him, you know, do his thing with his come up. You know what I'm saying? We've seen him do his thing. And so this is a little more of that. Now, his friend is a stylist, and his friend was trying to assist him with picking out styles and outfits for his video. And the video is supposed to be kind of sad. I guess it's a ballad or a slow song, and it's supposed to be sad and have you emotional in your feelings. So definitely a lot of dark colors is light. Now he picked 3 outfits. The first outfit, we couldn't see the entirety of the outfit. Like, we only saw him from like maybe mid torso up, but it looked to be this real baggy blazer with this shirt underneath, with this black blazer with this white shirt underneath that was supposed to be out. Just looking at it, it gave me, y'all remember So For Real when they sang Candy Coated Raindrops, and they had the baggy suits with the shirts and stuff, and it was real cute back in the day? My love, do you ever dream of candy coated raindrop? That song. Go look at that video. That's what it gave me. I wasn't feeling it. Not in 2020 or 19, whenever this was filmed. Maybe back in 1994, 95, it would have been sickening, but today, no. The second 2 outfits I lived for. The one with the yellow sweater, and then with the little hoodie with the fur. I loved that outfit. The third outfit had like this black jacket or whatever. That was cute too. But that first outfit, it's a no for me, dog. I still think they could have gave us more of that. Maybe showed us in conjunction with that him filming the music video, or maybe him behind the scenes planning out, or meeting with a director planning out what scenes are gonna go with those outfits, or what scenes he's gonna have in the music video, so we can see all of that pre-planning and different things like that. But why the fuck am I doing all of this, giving ideas? That's what the fuck they have producers and production for. Y'all ain't paying me a goddamn dime. Why the fuck did you not give us more? And you complain and you argue production, producers, EPs, writers and creators that, oh, people complain when we show The Come Up that it's always boring and that they don't want to see that. The reason they complain is because you give us lackluster effort. You do not give us all of what you give us when it's the mess. And even when it's the mess, it's a mess. But you gave us just the bare minimum. You just said, fuck it, I'm just throw anything out there. I'm going to give you, sprinkle a little bit of something, and you just going to like it. No, you could have really, this could have really been a great episode. And I think you squandered what could have been a great episode. But then you're going to come back and chalk it up as, oh, see, that's why we have to go back to the mess, because people don't like and appreciate when we show the real come up. One or two things need to happen. Change the fucking name of the show from the come up. Or two, do better. Put more time and creativity into how you put this stuff together, or what you put out there when you are showing the come up, because there are some things that you can show that will have us captivated, that will draw us in and make us want to see more. And you're just not giving us that. You're not even trying. I, in a matter of like 5 seconds off the top of my head, thought about some things that you could have did to spruce up this episode, and you didn't even do that. Child. I can't even blame the cast at this point. I have to blame the people in charge, production. Anyway, moving on. Next we see Spanky. Spanky goes to this glam fest or whatnot. So, he invited Mitch and O'Neal. We saw Mitch, never saw O'Neal. I don't know if he was there or if he was not there. Mitch came. We saw Spanky's parents and family there, and it was an opportunity for him. I saw him on the stage at one point. I didn't know if he was modeling or something like that, and then I saw him at his table selling his, promoting his hats. Now let me say this to you, Spanky. Spanky, please work on your public speaking, because if you're going to be selling a product and you're the face of that product, you have to get some poise about you. You have to get some stage presence about you. You have to know what to say at a moment's notice. You got to have already practiced and rehearsed and wrote some stuff down. If you're not that great with what to say, have somebody who has command of language, who can, write good scripted things. You can go home, you can learn it, you can get in the mirror and you can practice. And every time somebody puts a mic to your face, you know exactly what to say to sell your product. Anytime somebody stops you in the streets and says, "What's that hat you have on?" you know exactly what to say. Because when you got the mic, you fumbled the ball. You didn't know what was going on. So I think you could have, they could have given you more of that, and different things like that. I think they could have also, there are different things that they could have showed us, like maybe showing us, okay, how did you go about getting this manufactured? Did you order it off the internet? Did you sew it yourself? Do you have an embroidery machine at your house and you embroider these hats by yourself? What was the creative muse behind the hats, and so forth and so on? There are a lot of things that you could have said. If they wanted to show little things, how did you set up that table? How did you get into the Glam Fest event anyway? Now, I'm ignore the fact that they said it was just a $25 entry fee to the Glam Fest on this little poster on the door. I'm acting like I ain't even see that, because any Rick, Joe, Bob, Don, Dave off the side of the road could have picked up, could have gave $25 and sold whatever they wanted to. But that's not here. I'm acting like I ain't even see that. But what I'm saying is, give us more of this come up, what you're doing, how you're doing it, other opportunities that you're doing and seeking. Show the struggle. Show, okay, I called this boutique or shop and asked them about selling my hats there, and they turned me down, and now I'm frustrated. So now I got to keep grinding and going to the next place, this, that, and the third. You're showing us none of that. But you gave us 15 minutes of him outside talking with some chick, some trans woman chick, about only God knows what, some bullshit that I ain't even care about. I mean, I damn near fell asleep on that part, because it was more the Montel, Chance, Mitch, and all of that. It's just a mess. Just a fucking mess. And then the Feast de Resistance. Dear God. Chance goes to Atlanta. He meets up with the girls from Chasing Atlanta and the Come Up Atlanta. I don't know who these people are. I didn't care who they were, but they were there. He then tells them all about everything going on in New York. Now, he went on this thing about Mitch. And the last I remember, Didn't they apologize and squash everything? So then he tells them all about, oh, Mitch ain't shit, oh, fuck him, this, that, and the third. And then call him Applehead. Hello, pot, meet kettle. Have you not looked at the size of your cranium? Chance. I mean, you look to wear about an 8 3/4 size hat, which is unheard of in terms of hat sizes, okay? But I figure you easily fit an 8 3/4 hat, okay? Now, anybody ever remember in 8th grade? I remember 8th grade. I remember teaching 8th grade at one point, and I remember being in 8th grade reading a story called Raymond's Run. It was about this little girl named Squeaky who had to take care of her older brother. The older brother had a condition called hydrocephalus, okay? Cepha refers to head or cranium. Hydro meaning water, meaning there's extra fluid on the brain and on the head because the head is enlarged, and so you have the brain that's average size sitting in an extra large cranium, and there's extra fluid around the brain, and so it causes that person to have mental disabilities, okay? That's what the fuck Chance looked like he suffers from, because your head ain't small, boy wonder over there, okay? Boy wonder, your head ain't small, but you call him Mitch Applehead. Then he went on and on about his grandparents dying and he had to take care of them. Listen, if this is the come up, New York, what is your come up? I don't know at this point that you have any job anywhere in America. Okay? Have you ever filled out a W-4 form? Did you collect W-2 forms this year? Okay? Inquiring minds want to know. But I attribute it to you might have hydrocephalus, which causes you to have mental disabilities. And I guess I have to excuse you for that. Maybe you get SSI or whatever that is when you mentally deranged and you get a check. SSI or something like that. Make it make sense. Then you talked about taking care of your grandparents and how they died and everything. And while I'm sympathetic to, God bless the dead, may they rest in peace. While they are, shouting for Jesus' own in glory. Hallelujah. However, what the fuck does that have to do with the price of tea in China? What does that have to do with right now? Yeah, they passed, and while I may be sympathetic to that, you got to pick up the pieces that are going on with your life, because you over here in one breath reading Mitch down, and then the next breath you boohoo crying, and you want me to feel sorry for you? No, God. And listen, let me piece this together for y'all. If y'all expect me to believe that that young man's grandparents are the reason that he flunked out of school, because I don't think he almost flunked out of school. I believe he probably did flunk out of school. He probably don't have a diploma anywhere across the fruited plains, okay? Maybe a GED, but I'd be giving him something for that. I told y'all he got hydrocephalus, honey. Anyway, I believe what happened was this motherfucker was already flunking out of school. He saw that his grandparents were, ill or whatever, and saw that as an opportunity to have a scapegoat or have a reason to explain why he flunked out of school. Because a good grandparent is never going to tell you, oh, grandchild, don't go to school. Stay here and take care of me and throw away your future. No. A grandparent's going to say, you know what? No. You going on to school because I live my life. You have a life to live. And I want you to be successful and carry on the family name and be successful. Either one or two things happen. Either you lying about your grandparents and you taking care of them, or you had some fucked up ass grandparents that didn't give a shit about you and didn't raise you right, which is why you are what you are today. Make it make sense. I'm just saying. Because I wasn't here for all that crying. Bitch, you could have cried blood and I would have sat here like, I mean, that's how much I care about you crying blood. Girl, get your life in order. Okay? Get it together. Show me something, Chance. What the fuck are you doing? And the reason that I'm going in is because, think about it. Every drama or every bit of drama involved in this season, 6 episodes in some way, shape, form, or fashion has something to do with him. Okay? You're the one constant. The variables change. You're the one constant. But we still get the same, equation. I mean, we still get the same answer at the end. Which means that the variable is not affecting the answer. It is the constant that's affecting the answer. And I know I just went real scientific and real mathematical with that. And that went way over that young man's head. But this is for you people watching in the audience that can't understand that are, cognitively, normally functioning. Anyway, y'all, that was the whole episode, y'all. It was like, I blame production for this episode. I blame, because it had a lot of potential to be a phenomenal episode. There was a lot of things you could have done and you could have shown. You could have gave us more of Montel, down to the ballroom scene doing his commentating or something like that. You could, well, I can't really say Roid Rage Ronda. I mean, I don't know what the fuck Roid Rage Ronda does. Maybe he does, physical training, but you got to have license to be a personal trainer, physical trainer. That bitch don't look like he got a license nowhere in America. So I don't know what the fuck Roid Rage Ronda does. But this episode had a lot of potential. You could have showed us how O'Neal goes about, I don't know what the fuck he does either, but whatever they doing. How Ken does, well, I don't know what the fuck Ken does either. Does he have a job? Whatever, it could have been a lot better. Anyway, I blame you, production. That's the whole episode. Until next week, y'all. We're dragging through this. We're struggling through. That's all I got for y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely.